morning, everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar. Before we begin, let me do some administrative function with our participant. Okay. If you have any questions, please look at your Q&A, and you can key in your questions into the Q&A, and our trainers and speaker will try their best to answer you, okay, depending on the question, on the time that she has. Okay, if there's anything that you would like to find out, you can also type in the chat for any questions that you would like to put in. Okay, so that if you have any questions on the functions, please type in the chat group, and I'll try to answer to you as much as possible. Okay, thank you for your patience. Okay, so today our topics that we are discussing is introduction to search engine optimization, SEO for SMEs, so for small and medium enterprise. So, okay, what will we be talking about? As Ms. Wan Ting has said, good SEO is like dressing to impress. So your personality and core value stays the same, but the right package will make you much more noticeable in the crowd. Since 90% of online traffic is channeled through search engines like Google and Yahoo, it only makes sense to maximize your visibility to them. So improving your website search result and SEO ranking with well-targeted traffic with the new digital marketing strategies will be very important for everyone. So today, Ms. Wan Ting will help you understand how to make sense and how to actually use the search engine with a low cost. Okay, so let me introduce Ms. Wan Ting. Okay, she has started her business in 2017 to help companies of different size and industry with true market and platform to reach out to their target consumer. So she believes that digital marketing should not be costly and it should be made accessible to every company. She has 9 years of experience in digital marketing and has managed more than 300 digital marketing campaigns. She is a digital marketing trainer and have trained more than 100 companies, okay, in MNCs and all industries. So without further ado, let me welcome Ms. Wan Ting. Wan Ting. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for coming on time. Yeah, so let me just give me a moment. Let me just share my screen. Okay, let me make it full screen. Yeah, so today I'm going to cover, my name is Wan Ting. I'm the founder of Reef Asia. We are a digital marketing agency. So today we are going to, I'm going to be going through the introduction to search engine optimization. So maybe y'all can share in the chat, you know, how many of you, if you want to network, how many of you are business owners, what industries you guys are in, and what do y'all want to learn from this session. Yeah, I'll be looking at the chat later. So a bit of brief introduction. So this is my company, Reef Asia. So we have offices in Singapore, Malaysia, and Hong Kong. We help our clients to run digital marketing campaigns. We are a young company. I started the company 3 years plus ago. We are a team of 18 people with strong experience in digital marketing. Yep, so this is our team 2 years ago during our Malaysia office opening. Then I think as King Hua has mentioned, this is my background. I've been training digital marketing since 2013. Reef Asia is an agency, so on the side we also help companies to run digital marketing campaigns and help to get their website ranked on first page of Google. Yep, so this is some of our existing clients from Singapore, Malaysia, and Hong Kong. So yes, before I dive straight into search engine optimization, I'll do a bit of introduction of what is search engines and how they work, so we know better how to improve the rankings for your website through search engine optimization. So search engines is a web search engine is actually designed to search for information on the web, and usually the search results are generally presented in line results, often referred as search engine results pages, SERP. So what exactly is search engine result pages? So it's actually the page list of results found for a particular search term. So I'll be using this term, search term, quite a lot. So search term in certain people call it keywords, but it's actually what people search for, what people type in the search engine to search for information on search engine. So I mean, in today's world, we use Google quite a lot. So sometimes you will say, oh, you know, I will Google this search term. So when you enter the search term, the search engine will return with a list of websites that will provide you with your desired results. So what we are trying to do with search engine optimization is that we want our website to be displayed higher up in the search engine when people searches for search terms related to our products and services. So these are the top search engines in the world. For Bing and Google, they have the same search engine backend. Baidu is for China market and ASK. Yeah, but for now, we will, if you are doing search engine optimization for your website for the first time, I would say you should focus your efforts on Google. Yep, so the main functions of search engine, the first step is actually to crawl your website. So if you have like new, if your website is new, or like you are adding new pages onto your website, for example, like sometimes you have a blog post and stuff like that, it's important to submit your new URLs or new website for Google to crawl, because if your search engine doesn't crawl your pages, then the next few steps cannot happen. So the foundation of search engine optimization is getting your website crawled. They actually call it spider lah. So it's actually just a tool that the search engine will use to crawl the different web pages around the world. So whenever you have a new blog post, new website, the most important thing is to get your website crawled by the search engine spider. So that's first. And there is a technical function. Sometimes if your website is developed by external developers, then you have to make sure, because there are some of my clients that come to me and say like, oh, you know, we have this site for years now, but it's still not ranked on Google. So actually there is this function on your website that you can disable search engine to crawl. So if it's disabled, then you wouldn't be ranked on Google. Because the search engine is not crawling your website. So sorry, got lagged a bit. So the next one is index. So after the search engine crawl your website, they will come across new pages and sort of like file and store the information in giant database in different categories, which can be retrieved later. So what it means is that, for example, you know, there are different kinds of websites having different information. The search engine will try to categorize this information such that whenever you search for something, you know, you get your results in a matter of like a fraction of a second. Yeah, so this is what they do. So later I'll be covering on how you can help, how you can do your own SEO for your website. But indexing is very, very important, because Google will want to categorize the websites properly, and such that when people search for a search term, your website will be displayed accurately. So how do Google or any other search engine categorize your website? It's actually through the information that you provide on the site. Yep, so which means the content, keywords, and stuff like that will be very, very important. So next is providing information. Search engines are like answering machines, so which means ideally, if you search for something, you would want the search engine to display the most accurate results to you. So the key and main function of search engine is actually to provide accurate information to users fast when people search for it. So that's the most important thing. So as you guys know, I'm not sure if how many of you know the Google algorithm. So the algorithm, so for example, when you search for something, maybe you search for a digital marketing agency in Asia, the search results that will be displayed on first page, how does Google or any other search engine determine which website will come first, which one will come second? It's actually through this formula, which they call it the Google algorithm. So the Google algorithm, Google refines it a lot, and it refines it like officially and for major updates to the algorithm, it actually happens quite often. So how do you know, of course, as digital marketers, we keep track of all the upgrades of and changes to the Google algorithm, so we can help our client to rank their website faster and help our clients to stay in first position or first page if their website is already on first page. But at the end of the day, you might be thinking, wow, it's so complicated. How do I keeping up with the Google algorithm? How do I, do I have to keep making changes to my website a few times a year just to make sure that my website is ranked? So I think to simplify things, of course, I can go on for hours to talk about the algorithm, but I think to simplify things, at the end of the day, search engine or Google just wants to display results that is the most relevant to the users. Because at the end of the day, for example, imagine you search for a digital marketing agency in Asia, then something else appears, like not digital, like something else. The results that appear are not what you are looking for. After a while, you'll be doubting this search engine. Is Google the right place to look for information, or should I move to another search engine? So at the end of the day, I think what we have to remember is that when I'm building my website, or when I'm looking at my website, I need to make sure that my website consists of accurate information for my users, for my target audience. When my target audience are looking for it, my website consists accurate and enough information for people to look for it. Because at the end of the day, search engine or like Google will want to display the most relevant results to users searching for whatever keywords. Yep. So I think at the end of the day, providing accurate and enough information for your target audience is the key for search engine optimization. Yep. So how do search engine determine relevance and popularity amongst a large number of results? So this is search engine marketing. The ones below is actually search engine optimization, which is the organic rank. So I want to cover a bit on search engine marketing and search engine optimization, because this is the first page of Google. When someone searches for something, the ones on top are advertisement, the one below is organic search. Today I will just be talking about how can you get your website up on the organic search portion of things, and this is Google location. So what is the difference between SEM and SEO? So search engine marketing and search engine optimization. So for search engine marketing, in the context of Google being the search engine, it's actually advertisement. So money goes direct to Google Ads. The speed of getting your campaign launched is fast. I put here 3 days, but usually to set up a campaign, you can do it within a few hours. But of course, you will need to get Google to approve your ads. Then results, traffic comes when ads are running. So traffic to your website, there will be traffic to your website when the advertisements are running. But once your credit in the ads account ends, then your ads will not be running and your traffic to your website will stop. So this search engine marketing is like a you have to top up money into your account. It's like a cash card. So whenever someone searches for the keyword, sees your ad, clicks into it, enter your website, then money will be deducted from your advertisements account. So it's like a cost per click basis. So traffic comes when ads are running. For search engine optimization, it's actually the organic search results on Google, this portion. So you don't have to pay when someone clicks into your website. Yeah, but if you're engaging an SEO agency to do search engine optimization, then of course money goes to the the agency. Another thing you can do is you can hire an SEO team in-house or an SEO specialist in-house to help you to work on your campaign. So the speed of results is that search engine optimization takes much longer, because if your website is not, it is a new site, it will take much longer to improve in terms of ranking. So ranking improvements actually you can track it day by day or month by month. And results is actually long-term traffic, because once your website is ranked on first page of Google, if you're consistent traffic, you don't make major changes, or you don't suddenly have competitors that put in a lot of resources on the search engine optimization, most likely your website will stay on first page. So long-term wise, you'll be having traffic to your site for keywords that you select. So I do have people asking me, okay, Wan Ting, I don't know whether to do search engine optimization or to do search engine marketing for my company or for my website. What will you recommend? So ideally, if your website is not ranked on first page of Google yet in terms of broader keywords, when I say broader keywords means, of course, if you search for your own company's name, and if your website is not on the first position, then something is wrong lah. Yeah, but for broader keywords like myself, I'm a digital marketing agency. I specialize in Asia markets. So if I search for digital marketing agency in Asia, if I'm not on first page, then that is a keyword I will want to focus on for search engine optimization. Yeah. So if you are there's actually no right or wrong, like which is better. But if you are if you want fast traffic and fast results in terms of sales, for example, if you tell me, hey, for search engine optimization, I need, between 3 to 6 months, or for more competitive keywords, even 9 months up to a year. If you tell me, hey, I really don't have, not possible, I have no business until my keywords are ranked on first page, I cannot just be waiting. If that is the case, what we will recommend our clients to do is start off with doing search engine marketing, get some revenue, get some traction for your company before you move on to do search engine optimization. But the most ideal one is to do it together. So which means to do search engine marketing and search engine optimization together. Once you have some keywords already ranked on first page of Google, then you can start to stop or pause your search engine marketing campaigns. Yeah, so you type your search term here. This is the paid links and websites that are genuinely optimized and most relevant to the search comes after the paid results. And this is achieved through search engine optimization. Yep, so I just gave an overview of like what is search engine optimization. Some of you might already have known, but I think for the benefit of everyone, I thought to give a introduction such that we set the foundation right. So people that are new to this will not be lost if I start to talk about what to do to help you to improve your rankings for your website. Okay, so now I will go straight into getting your website or blog ranked on first page of Google through search engine optimization. So for us in Reef, even though we have been around for 3 years, we actually have ranked more than 5,300 keywords to date. So we have more than 10 years of experience in SEO. Like the SEO team in Reef has been working on SEO for more than 10 years. We have ranked more than 5,300 keywords to date. We are up to date with the latest Google algorithm changes. 8% of the keywords we rank on first page are still ranked on first page 3 years down to date. Yep. So whenever there is a Google algorithm update, we will update our client on what's going on, what's the nature of the update, and what we will be doing. What will we be doing for their campaign when after this algorithm update. Yeah. So I think before you start on any search engine optimization, the first thing is you need to know, okay, you're a business owner. If you allocate maybe 4 hours a week for your company's website to help to improve in search engine optimization, what will the returns be? Yeah, so this is actually search volume based in Singapore, but we can easily do up search volume in Cambodia. So a bit of overview, what this is this is your sort of your industry potential. So for example, if you tell me, hey, Wan Ting, actually the product or services that I am promoting, there is nobody knows about it, then maybe search engine optimization is not the way to go. For example, I don't know, if you just bring in something new, like a new technology that nobody has heard of before, then if there is not many people searching for it, then there's no point being ranked on first page of Google for this specific keyword if in a month there's nobody searching for it in Cambodia. So I think before you allocate resources as a business owner or as a freelancer, you need to know, is it worth it or not, and how do you go about predicting if it's worth it or not. So this all this data is actually put from a Google Keywords Planner. If you have a Gmail account, you can easily create your own account via Google Keywords Planner. So it's creating an account under Google Ads, and one of the features will allow you to look for this information. Yeah, so maybe just a rough look through. These are like monthly search volume. This is based in Singapore. Monthly search volume of different industry. This is actually just one keyword, like accounting, ballet, corporate secretary, Chinese teacher, gym trainer, law firms, graphic designer. So for example, if I use graphic designer as an example, so in a month in Singapore, there is 6,500 people searching for graphic designer. So this is based on the last 12 months of search history based in Singapore. So with this, you can do a bit of estimate, like if you're a business owner, or if you're an employee, and if your boss asks you, okay, we are going to invest in search engine optimization, what are the returns for me? So this is how we can do the project. So this is I just pull out using graphic designer. So monthly search volume for graphic design keywords, like the search term, is around 6,500 in a month. So we assume there is a 30% click-through rate. So what exactly is a click-through rate? So for example, when someone searches for graphic design, sees your website and click into it, we assume it's a 30% click-through rate. But I just need to let you guys know that on organic search, so just now we went through, the top portion is advertisement, the bottom portion is organic search. So organic search actually on Google actually has a click-through rate of between 80% to 30%, depending on the ranking. So of course, if you are ranked on the first position of organic search, then generally your click-through rate will be around 80%. And down the position, your click-through rate will decrease. Yeah, and for the ads portion, search engine marketing, click-through rate for advertisement generally on search engine is between 2% all the way up to 11%. Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to overestimate or underestimate. So I'm just going to use 30% as the click-through rate for organic. Yeah, but if your website is on first page, first position, then your click-through rate will be much higher. So this is 30%. So this is the number of views on your website. So which means these people are graphic designers. These people are searching for graphic designers. You are a graphic designer yourself, and in a month, almost 2,000 people will click into your website. Conversion rate, meaning people that search for graphic designer see your website and decide to leave their contact details. So generally, depending on your website, how pretty it is, how good the user experience is, do you provide enough information for the users? Depending on that, usually the conversion rate is between 2 to 8%. So like assuming it's a decent looking website with good call to action and good user experience, the conversion rate is between 2 to 8%. So I'm just putting 1%, I don't want to overestimate of the inquiries that y'all will get. So assuming only 1% of the people that comes into your website actually leave their contact details or take action, you will get around 20 inquiries a month. Yeah, so that is pretty decent, assuming that this is just one keyword. Yeah, so before you decide to invest time, all that into your search engine optimization, that then maybe this is the research that you should be doing. So a few things is that what keywords represent my business or my products and services the most in Cambodia or in whichever target countries that you want to attract customers. How many people are searching for these keywords, and if it's a lot of people or it's very, very little people, then maybe you can go back up and see, okay, this keyword, there's not many people searching for it. Can I explore other keywords that will also best represent my company's business? So once you do the projection in terms of how many people will search for your keywords, you can do a projection of, okay, I can get around 20 inquiries a month, or even more than that. Is it based on one keyword, is it worth it to invest X amount of time? Or if you are engaging agency, is it effective, an effective use of money? If after maybe the agency takes 6 months to rank all my keywords, then 6 months times their agency, multiplied by their agency fees, will the returns to my business be big enough such that it's worth this cost? So these are the things that you should think through while making a decision to do search engine optimization, and what keywords to actually rank for search engine optimization. So why is search engine optimization important? I will not go so much into it. I want to dive straight into what you can do to improve your company's website ranking. So it's like missing out targeted traffic. Because if you're telling me that, oh, Wan Ting, actually, I get all my business from regular customers, I get all my business from referrals. Yeah, my clients just refer more people to me. Actually, business is good. My website has no inquiries, but I think it's good enough. If you think it's good enough, then great. But if you do the specific research on your industry and what keywords you should be ranking, what keywords you should be ranking for, and what is the search volume, then you can see what you are missing out on. For example, if you're a graphic designer, you are getting like maybe 2 or 3 customers in a month. After looking at that one specific keyword, I can tell you that, hey, why are you only growing at 3 new clients a month when you can do up to 20 or even 40 clients in a month? Yeah, so this doing search engine optimization will help you to reach out to targeted traffic that initially you don't have access to. Yeah, so and organic search is the main sources of website traffic. You can increase engagement, traffic, and conversions by ranking your website on search engine optimization. So you have to be, search engine optimization is like being at the right place and right time when customers are looking for your products and services. So if you are nobody will search for a law firm unless you are looking for a law firm, right? Yeah, so generally for search engine optimization, conversion rates is the highest. So what do I mean by conversion rate? Like in today's world, there is like different channels of directing traffic. Google search is one, Facebook is one, LinkedIn is one, and there's like different platforms that you can direct traffic to your website. But based on statistics, search engine traffic directed from Google search has the highest conversion rate. Why would I why say why is it the case? Because you already have the search intent when you're searching for something on Google, which means you are quite keen to know more about it, or you're quite keen to already, like, you know, make the purchase or do the inquiry. If not, you wouldn't be searching for it. Yeah, or it might just be you're looking for information. But if you're looking for information, it also means that you have the intention, but it might not be, you know, buying it right there right now. But it's just finding information while you make the decision. And if your company is not there when your target audience is making the purchase decision, then you'll be losing out to your competitors. So Google search has the highest conversion rate. So statistics has shown that some of the conversion rate for Google can even be up to like 14%. Yeah, so which means when people search for a keyword, go onto your website, do an action, for Google search, the conversion rate can even be up to 14 to 15%. Yep, so it built trust and credibility for your company. Imagine you say that, oh wow, I'm the best law firm in Cambodia. But when people search for you, you are not ranked on first page of Google, then that's something that that wouldn't be that nice. You have to build trust and credibility for your business. So why is search engine optimization important? It's actually a long-term investment. It's either you spend time to do it now, or eventually you will have to do it. Yeah, because increasingly people are trying to find information online. Yeah, so you can lower your budgets for other digital marketing campaigns once your website is ranked. So your website is actually your 24/7 saleswoman and man. So your website is like your your company's sales pitch. Once it's ranked on first page of Google, your website will be helping you to promote your business 24/7. So improve user experience. So only a website with good user experience can be ranked on first page of Google. So you will have to improve your user experience to be favored by Google, and it in turns also helps your customers, because they can find the information they are looking for much quicker and much easily. So how much do people pay for SEO? It depends. Agency management fees for a company agency, some of them charge like maybe 500 USD up to 3,000 for bigger companies. Yeah, but of course there are also freelancers out there that will be able to do the job. Yep, so if you are doing it in-house, then it will be manpower costs. So this is the no worries. I will be getting Kingwa from Reveres to send over the slides. So if you are taking notes, it's good. But after the session, we will be sending across the slides, so you don't have to worry. So important ranking factors. One is, of course, accessible URL and a secure website. So actually, it's not a recent algorithm update. I think it's a few years ago. Websites that are not secure will not be favored by Google. So that's why your website should be a secure site. You know, when you look at your website URL, is it a HTTPS or is it a HTTP? So it has to be a secure site with SSL certificate. Yeah, second is page speed in terms of desktop and mobile. So recently there is this mobile first. It's not recently, like I think it's a few years ago's update also. There is this thing called the mobile first. So what it means is that, you know, even if your desktop website, you know, the speed is very the speed is good meaning like the loading speed is low. Even if your desktop version is very good, but your mobile site's loading speed is very slow, it wouldn't be considered good in Google's eyes as well, because now there is this mobile first, and there are more and more people searching for information via their mobile. So if you shouldn't be spending all your efforts on the desktop version of your website but neglect the mobile version. So mobile version is very important as well. The third thing is existing website traffic and quality of traffic. So this is where Google Analytics is very, very important. So if your existing website has nobody visiting, and when people visit your website, they don't stay on your website for long, this will be a deterrence for Google as well. So usually the example I like to say is that you can imagine Google as your best friend that you always ask for recommendations. So for example, like maybe next week I want to buy a chocolate cake. So for example, maybe I go and ask my good friend, hey, where is the best place to get a chocolate cake? So for example, if your friend asks you this, hey, Wan Ting, where is the best place to get a chocolate cake? So maybe at the back of your head, okay, I have 2 chocolate cake shop that I know of. Then consider this 2. One of it has been around for very long. It has been around for 20 years. They make very, very good chocolate cakes. They have so much experience. They have like so many people giving good testimonials. They sell like 10 different versions of chocolate cake. They have a lot of good reviews, and they are based in the city that I'm in. Then the other chocolate cake shop just started this year, has only 6-7 months experience, still quite new. Yeah, don't really have a lot of versions of chocolate cake, maybe just 1 or 2. Not many testimonials yet because they are a new shop. So if your friend come and ask you this, like which chocolate cake shop will you recommend? So most likely you will recommend the one with more experience, because you will want your friend to think that you're a trustworthy person by recommending them a good recommendation. So it's the same thing for Google. Google will want to recommend and the other part is like, for example, like the 25 years old chocolate cake shop always has a lot of people going in and out the shop to buy cakes. Then the new shop doesn't have much people. So it's the same case as search engine optimization. Like Google wanting to give recommendations on their search results, which one will they list first? For example, if your chocolate cake shop really has nobody, then when people ask you for recommendations, most likely you will not recommend the one that has no traffic. So it's the same case for search engine optimization. Google will prefer to recommend websites that has already good website traffic and quality of traffic, meaning people stay long on the website, and at least look at a few pages. They stay long enough to look at the content. So 4th is your mobile site. I think I've mentioned this already. So which means your mobile site is quite important and it should be responsive. So I don't know if you all know what is responsive, but if it's on your desktop, if you open your website on the desktop, you can adjust the window a bit. Your website should be like should be adjusting the view such that it can be viewed clearly on mobile. Like you don't have to, if it's on mobile, you don't have to like zoom in and out to look at the information. So this is it should be a responsive website lah. If it's not, then it's quite serious, because this change is not new. It has been like, I don't know, 5-6 years since Google announced that websites should be responsive. Then domain age, URL, and authority is the same thing like the cake shop. Google did mention if your domain age is like under 2 years, so which means like your website is like less than 2 years old, the chances of it being on first page is pretty low. Yeah, so because Google will want to recommend companies or websites that has been around for longer. Yeah, so 6 is the website content should be optimized. in terms of text and images, it should include keywords that you want to rank for, because if you never include keywords that you want to rank for, then Google will not know the exact contents of your website. So images, it should be resized properly. It shouldn't be too heavy, because if not, it will affect your loading speed of your website. Then the 7 is actually on-page optimization. Later I'll be covering, this is just the overview. Later I'll be covering in detail what should be done for each portion. Then link building. So link building is like other people recommending you. So which means, for example, like your website has other websites, like maybe online magazines, forums, will actually refer you meaning, like, if this forum is about recommendations for the best chocolate cake to buy for Christmas, then people will discuss in the forum, and someone, maybe your loyal customer, will say, oh, I've been to this shop, it's good. Then they will drop your website URL link into the forum. This is considered a backlink. So it's important to build backlinks as well. Later I'll be covering a bit on how to build backlinks. Then the last one is competitors. Analyzing your competitor. What competitor? It can be people that in business sense you see them as competitors, and in the Google, in the search engine optimization world, competitors are websites that are ranked above you for keywords that you want to rank for on Google. Yeah, so you want to know what they are doing well, how can you improve such that you can outrank them. Okay, so now I will be covering part by part on what's important, so y'all can try to improve the website, your own website. Okay, so the foundation of your website is very, very important. Having a mobile responsive website. So what exactly is meta, title, and description? So just now, when I showed a screenshot of to show you which one is ads, which one is organic search. The ones that are organic search, when I search for like Reef Asia, my company's name, then the results will be displayed. So what the results that is displayed is like text. So meta, title, and description is actually the description on your website. So what you need to do, what you need to do is that every single page of your website, you should add in meta, title, and description. Yeah, so the main point of it, the main point of meta, title, and description is to describe that specific page. For example, if someone searches for Reef Asia, like my company's name, then of course I will be introducing Reef Asia on the meta, title, and description. We are a design and digital marketing agency in Asia. We specialize in helping companies to grow their business in Asia through digital marketing, stuff like that. So if someone searches for website design, of course my company, we do website design as well, but I would want to show them, I would want Google to display my website design page, products page, in the search results. And of course the website design page, the meta, title, and description should be talking about website design. Yeah, not generic about Reef Asia. So every single page ideally should have meta, title, and description. If you're telling me, hey, I have like 100 over pages on my website, no worries, you can do it stage by stage. The most important pages, you should have your meta, title, and description ready. Image resize. So it should be, generally we will resize the image to around 300 and under 500 KB, and you should add the title. So which means you should rename all your images and add image text. Yeah, so text meaning tag. So which means you have to add in when you're uploading pictures onto your website. You should name your website properly, and when you name your website, try to include the keyword that you want to rank for in your website. Then of course have a blog. So now Google favors a website that always have refresh content meaning new content. And for it to be easier, it's best to have a blog. And if you ask me how frequent should I write articles, I would say as frequent as you can, but at least once a month, and it should be related to topics that you want to rank for. Yeah, or it can be trending topics, trending new stuff in your industry. That can be inside as well. Then you just now I mentioned the ranking factors is that websites that have quality traffic and enough traffic will be favored. Yeah, so setting up Google Analytics will let you know whether there is traffic to your site, and if all this traffic are quality traffic, then another thing is that you will want to know before you start the search engine optimization campaign, what is your organic traffic like. And of course, you will want to, after spending effort on search engine optimization, you will want to see month-on-month improvements on your website traffic. So which means ideally after you start doing search engine optimization, your organic traffic should be increasing. Keywords and content research. So this is for your blog article. So what do you want to... Content is actually one of the more important factors for ranking your website now. Google wants you to have content that is relevant to your target audience. So you have to think about what you want to write about, what topic is not flooded on first page of Google, but is still searched for, what is something new and upcoming and you can write about in advance, and what are the keywords I should include in the blog article. And images and naming of images is the same thing I mentioned. Should add in you should name the image and add in the image tag. So crafting a piece of content, what are the keywords you want to include in the article? What is the ideal length of the article? Ideal length for article should be at least more than 500 keywords. Not 500 keywords, 500 words. And the length of the article ideal should be around 800 to 1,002 number of words. Yeah, but at least 500. Yeah, so like for your main pages of your website, if like there is like no words, then that's something that you should look out for. Then the blog post URL, sometimes when we create blog posts, then the URL of your blog post is like reef.asia, then the date, yeah, then like, or like the URL is like blog post or something like that. So you should rename your blog post URL to the name of the article. And ideally it should include a keyword that you want to rank for also. Like, why are websites important? If your blog post is that, then you should rename the URL. Yep, images, image alternate tag. Giving it a little push. Remember, I was saying that if Google prefers to rank websites that already has decent website traffic, so you must be thinking in your head, like, okay, my website is new, there is no website traffic, and if Google only prefers website with existing website traffic, then forever I will not get my website ranked on first page, because I need to get ranked on first page before Google will... I will need to get ranked on first page before I will get organic traffic. But if I don't get organic traffic, Google will not prefer to rank me. So it's just like, then how does it work? So usually when we have a new article, like blog article or a new page, we will like to, I mean, the easier and cost effective way is to share the article on Facebook. Then you can even boost it by a few dollars, yeah, so that you can direct some traffic to your page. Then Google might think like, oh, you know, this is a new blog post, this is a new web page. There is some traffic going onto the site. Then this will help you in your search engine optimization. So backlinks, usually what we do, like of course there's two ways. One is the paid way. You can talk to PR companies, online publications to get your website ranked. The free way is like more labor intensive. You can look up forums talking about your topic, and you can share your opinions or blog link on these forums. You can share it via Facebook group as well. So two things are either you can use your own personal profile, or if you want, sometimes what we do is we create personalities. Yeah, it's like create a person. So what we do in our company is that we create a target audience persona. Then we build this person in terms of content sharing to be related to the topic that my client my related to my client's industry. Yeah, but of course, if you're a business owner, you want to use your own profile, that is possible as well. Yeah, so you can go onto forums. You can even start forum conversations. Yeah, to build. There's this thing called karma points on forums. Yeah, so ideally you should be higher in terms of karma points, so people will trust what you say. Yep, so this is the end of it. Just nice. I have around 6 minutes for question and answer. I see around 4 questions. Let me see if I can access the questions. If you all have any questions, you all can I see the questions.
Hi, Wan Ting. Yes, the question. Can you see a question?
Mm.
There are 4 questions that are being asked. Yeah.
Do we need a website structure before we start our SEO for our website? Yes, you will need your website structure. And I think the second question is related to sitemap. Yes, so website structure is and sitemap is in relation. So what exactly is it? Is like the frame of your website. So which means how should you frame your website such that it how do I say it? Such that it's in a good user experience. So for example, if your menu bar, all that, right, for your website, it should have the key products and services that you are promoting. So which means these key products and services should be in your menu bar and website structure. And you need to select the keywords before you start search engine optimization, because if not, all your efforts are not structured lah. So you should select the keywords first before you start search engine optimization. It's actually the first step. Meta title and description can be done after that, because usually your website Google, if you don't have a meta title and description, Google will automatically crawl your website pages to help you suggest a meta title and description already. So it's already available. So that portion you can, it's also important. Yeah, but you don't have to wait for everything to be done to start. Yeah, like doing it is a process of improving your search engine optimization. So sitemap is important. You should create a Google Search Console account to upload your sitemap. Yeah, so if you don't know what is a Google Search Console account, it's quite straightforward. You can go and Google Search Console, and you create it for your website. Yeah, then you can upload your sitemap onto it. So if a keywords is common, there'll be many companies having the same keyword, and my company may not be on the first page, as I will not see more than 2 pages. Therefore, your example of a company can have 20 conversion clients may not be correct. How to resolve this problem? The example is given based on if it's ranked on first page. So there will be many competitors having the same keyword, but the purpose of search engine optimization is to build continuous effort such that you are ranked on first page. But I understand where you are coming from. So usually when we do keywords research, we have to make such a consideration. So for example, if there is two keywords, one is like graphic designer, and graphic designer has like 6,000 search volume, then the other keyword is like graphic designer in Cambodia. That keyword has like maybe 500 search volume, but this graphic designer in Cambodia keyword has lesser competitors. So those are the things that you have to look through lor. Yeah, which means getting in terms of search volume, higher it's better of course, but if you also have to consider the competition. So in the Google Keywords Planner, you can actually see the level of competition. Yeah, so generally, I'm not saying that all the keywords should go for low competition, because usually the high competition one are the better ranking keywords. Yeah, so usually for keywords that are competitive, a lot of competitors, it will take longer to get ranked. What you can do better, assuming your website the foundation is good, what you need to do better is you need to go and find out your competitors, how many backlinks they have, and you have to outrank them based on the backlinks. Yeah, so it doesn't mean that, it really depends on you lah. I mean, if you think that, oh, this keyword is very competitive, I don't want to compete with my competitors, then you will forever lose out in this market share. But if you want to compete with these competitors, then you will have to analyze what they are doing. So there are certain tools we use. The tool that I use is actually SEMrush. My company has a paid version. So what we do is we go and analyze competitors that are above us in terms of rankings, or above our clients in terms of rankings. Then we will see what backlinks they have, and we will try to outrank them based on that law. Like before you know how to outrank them, you have to analyze what they are doing well, such that they are ranking above you.
Next question is, since Google is not ranking or recommending company less than 2 years in any search, our effort to achieve. Yeah.
So based on stats, if there is it's around 60%. So 60% of the websites ranked on first page has more than 2 years. Yeah, but doesn't mean that if you are not okay, so this is also not say a preference. So which means if your website is less than 2 years old, if you don't do any search engine optimization, for sure 100% you will not be ranked on first page for generic keywords. Yeah, but there is still it's not preferred, but of course you will still have to build your website foundation. You will still have to build your website foundation well, and you will have to do external efforts on. Yeah, which means generating generating traffic from other sources, and your backlinks for a start should be strong. So no, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't do anything in the first few years, because rankings is like when you create a new site, your website might not be even be ranked, or it may be ranked in page 10. It takes time to slowly improve your ranking from page 10, page 6, slowly to move it up. And it doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means that if you just leave your website and don't do any backlinkings or any optimization, for sure it will not be ranked on first page. So it actually means that if your website is new, more efforts needs to be done on your website. Yeah. So is SEO for website only, or it applies for social media? So it's a good question. So social media, I will not cover so much, but social media, same thing also law. So which means you should your content also should be like there's the about us portion. Ideally your about us portion, you should include keywords that you want to rank for. That's one. Then for social media, how it's linked to it is that you can, on your social media page, you should share your website articles, blog articles onto your social media page. as this will be helping your website SEO as well. So meta title and description. Meta title is is like the heading. Then meta description, it's there is character limit lah, so it's like heading and description. Meta image tag, it's naming your images with the keywords. Do you think Cambodia has SEO position? I don't quite understand the question.
Okay, I guess we can ask. Can you put it in the chat group to actually describe what do you mean by SEO position? I guess maybe you said, can Cambodia compete in the SEO for position?
Yes, I mean, so can Cambodia compete in?
Actually, I think it's an open market, correct? If I'm not wrong, there's no border to it. So it doesn't mean whether it's Cambodia or anywhere. You're competing to a certain extent worldwide or Southeast Asia for SEO position.
So how about sitemap? How can we pop up our company in first rank? So sitemap is you have to create Google Search Console. Maybe let me just add in the link. I will add in the link onto our chat. Google Search Console. Yeah, so if you haven't created for your website, you should. What sources can I search for trending keywords in Cambodia? I will also share the link onto our chat.
You can also share the link for the data traffic for their website. How do we get?
Okay, is this two? The first one is Search Console, is for your sitemap. Second one is Keywords Planner to see what are the keywords, trending keywords. Then, if you Bernard's question on competitors, this is something I use. I think there is free like 10 days trial or something. You all can wait. Let me send the link over. This is SEMrush is something I use to find out my competitors, to see what backlinks or existingly what keywords they are ranked for. That's the second one. Let me see what are the other questions.
One of it is, I think, how to get data traffic for their own website.
Yeah, you can use SEMrush.
SEMrush, okay.
Yeah, it's all in the link.
Okay. I think the one of the question is how to add info. I think what sources I search for trending keyword in Cambodia. I believe it should be depending on what kind of industry you are in, and then probably you will have different kind of keywords that is probably required for the trend that is in trend. I believe that should be the one, right? One thing.
Yeah, you can search for it on Keywords Planner also. Yeah. Another tool I use Google Trends. All the links I've shared in the chat, so you can save the links. Then we have how to keep SEO results after redesign a website on an existing domain. This is a good question. A lot of people redesigning websites, they forget to do it. It's actually quite technical. You have to do SEO or migration, which means all your old website URLs. So which means that, you know, if you have like 10 different pages, each of the page will have a specific URL. You need to make sure that it's linked up properly to your new website URL. So even though like you say like, oh, your domain stays the same, but every page you will have your specific web address. Yeah, so if it's not redirected properly, then it will affect your SEO. So how to choose a good domain name? So there is two schools of thought for this. One of it is that a lot of people say that they want to, like, the popular way to do it is that some people like to buy the domain of the keyword. For example, like if I want to rank for like if I want to rank for like divorce lawyers in Singapore, some law firms will go and buy divorcelawyersingapore.com. These are the some people buy this domain, but it is actually two different school of thoughts. So which means you can buy such domains like generic domains, or another thing is some companies prefer to stick to their own company name. So there's no right or wrong, because I mean in terms of branding and marketing, it's still better to have your to promote your brand. Yeah, so that's one. But of course, if you want to rank your website fast, having the keyword in the domain name will help more.
Okay, good. I think there's a lot of interest, but I think due to time constraint, we cannot answer all the questions. So if any questions, you can send to me. I will try to link that with Wan Ting to give you to give the answer as possible. Okay, thank you, Wan Ting, for your good and insight to SEO, which I believe all of us have a better understanding of how it works and how we are able to rank ourselves. I guess we will be working with Wan Ting for probably if you are interested courses that are give you a more insight of the whole SEO and how do we do it and the more technical issue of it. Yeah. So thank you. If you have any questions, you can keep it coming. We'll be here for a while. And in the meantime, thank you, Wan Ting, for your time and for coming to our webinar. Thank you very much.